So, you landed that job interview. Congratulations. You're one step closer to getting your next role. Your resume got you this far, but now it's time to really impress your prospective employer and show them that you're the right person for the job. And that's where your interview answers come in. Answering interview questions well will go a long way to helping you make a great impression and ultimately landing that role. So, let's take a look at some of the most common questions you might face and how best to answer them.
Thanks so much for coming in. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
Where do I start? So back in 2005, I finished high school, and then by some miracle, I managed to get the score I wanted, which landed me in my first choice at uni. Woo! Anyway, so once I finished my degree, I started working in the CBD for this firm that's pretty well known. Tensions were high with Brenda from finance, and then my partner says that I come home looking annoyed most nights. So I just thought it was like time for a change, and so here I am.
Right, let's move on.
This is often the first question you'll be asked in an interview. It's designed to help break the ice and ease you into the conversation. It's the interviewer's first shot at assessing your communication and interpersonal skills and getting an insight into your personality. Ideally, you should use this question to give an overview of who you are and where you're at professionally and why you're interested in the role. The key here is to highlight your relevant experience, skills, and key achievements. The interviewer won't want to hear about your whole career from day one, issues with your current workplace, or details about your personal life.
Thanks so much for coming in. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
So I've been in my current role for 5 years now. I started as an associate and I worked my way up to senior manager level, where I'm now reporting to the owner. It's been a great training ground for me, and I've established some important skills that I think are quite transferable to the role here. Right. I learned how to work under pressure, compromise, and be a team player where it counts. And I am quite comfortable now with rapidly changing situations. But now I'm looking for a position to challenge myself, and I think the values of your company, they align with who I am professionally and my future career goals.
Oh, great. Well, it sounds like you've had quite the career journey to date. What are your strengths?
Oh, this could take a while. I've got heaps. No, well, look, I am great to have around in the office. Always up for a chat or a laugh in the kitchen. Oh, and after work drinks, I am the first one popping bottles on a Friday. Not too early, I know. No, seriously, strengths. Give me a second.
This can be a difficult question to answer, but it's a great opportunity to articulate the positive qualities that are unique to you. The best approach to answering this is to be yourself, be specific, and frame your answer as if you're helping the interviewer or employer with useful information that will help them match you to the role. What not to say? Well, avoid being too broad by not offering a clear example. And you don't have to go overboard by listing every single skill that you have.
What are your strengths?
So in my current role, I think that my biggest strength is my strong communication skills. Whether it's engaging with my team or wider stakeholders, my verbal and written communication skills filter through everything I do day to day and help me do it well. These skills, they've enabled me to build a rapport and trust within the company and enabled me to solve customer queries much faster because of my collaborative approach. On the technical side of things, I have strong IT skills, and I'm also willing to learn and develop along the way in any areas that need improving.
And that actually leads me to my next question. What are your weaknesses?
Ooh, Oh, if I'm being honest, there's a few. Time management is not my strong suit, I must say. And are there many deadlines in this job? Because that might be an issue for me, because I prefer to, go with the flow, work at my own pace. And is this a 9 to 5 situation or like a 10 to 4? And will somebody be monitoring when I clock in or out?
Hiring managers or recruiters will often ask this question for a number of reasons, and it's definitely not to trip you up. Firstly, they want to see if you're self-aware and receptive to feedback or criticism. Second, they want to understand if you're open to improving and will embrace new development. You can think of answering this question in one of two ways. Is the weakness something that relates to a position of skill that you're lacking experience in? Or is it a weakness that's of a personal space or personality trait that doesn't come to you as naturally as others? Either way, you want to show them that you're aware and open to improving.
What are your weaknesses?
A weakness of mine is that I tend to overload myself with work, and I often struggle to say no when I feel overwhelmed. I think it comes from wanting to be a part of the team and having a can-do attitude, and it's something I'm aware of. And I'm working towards setting boundaries and tempering expectations with managers and co-workers. I think also part of it is that, asking for help when I need it. So I would consider that a weakness and something that I'm wanting to work on.
Oh, well, it happens to the best of us. I'm very similar. It's been lovely chatting with you.
Thank you so much.
And we'll get back to you within a few days with the outcome.
Great, thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, there you have it. We hope you've gained a little insight into some ways you can give some great answers during an interview. Prepare and practice your own answers to these same questions to boost your confidence. Good luck. Till next time.